Alright, okay, so the White Day event finally got started. I posted a video about it before, just kind of showing off the lobby and some of the changes that happened with it. Just in terms of like the whole white heart thing and how, yeah, basically that's about it. I was just wandering around. I finally got a chance to try out the event, although I'm a little late in posting this video because the event is now over. But it's really cool, because as you can see, the enemies are actually all a completely different color from the way they normally look. So if you were to go in the caves and run into these, they're normally like white and purple, and they have like some orange thrown in. But it's White Day, and this is a special zone that was just for this event, although I think it actually is coming out to be part of a playable kind of quest chain and zone area in the future, because they are releasing more content soon. So I finally managed to get a chance to get a good recording of the event. It was actually really hard because I decided to be a sheer genius and go for the hard mode. So you can join at the hard mode once you hit like level 24 or something, but the enemies there are about level 40. And I don't know if you can see from the top left corner, it kind of shows you what I'm hitting and the level of the thing that I'm hitting. So those enemies were level 27 on normal. So obviously it didn't go quite so well. So I'm not showing those ones. This is really cool. This is my mag. I don't know how many of you have played the first Phantasy Star Online, but I'm actually going for a pure stat mag, so I'm trying to get it with only one stat, so in this case for the attack, because I am a hunter. I'm going to go to being a fighter later on. I probably will try being a gunner, but we'll see how well that actually goes. This is in a group zone, so it's not just me and the 2 people in my group that are here, which is why I was trying to type in general chat, because the general chat kind of displays it for everyone. So in this zone, there's my group, and there are probably at least like 3 or 4 other groups of people in the area, which is really cool. So after I post that, you can see the little gray dots kind of appearing on the map. Those are other players or NPCs that are coming to help us out with this boss. The whole point of these events is you have 18 minutes to try and rack up 314 points. And so the way you do that is you have to trigger events that happen in the zone. Most of them are just fighting monsters or dodging. I think the dodging ones don't actually count, which is really unfortunate because we've run into a million of those every single time. Super frustrating. So in this case, I ran into one that just was like, oh yeah, hey, just like go kill everything, no big deal. And then, because there are enough people, it triggered a boss fight, which was when it went to change over duel. So this is a wonderful dragon. He looks pretty close to the dragon that you see in the cave. The dragon from the forest has moved to the cave. Except for that he's colored for the White Day event, which is really cool. And he's not quite as tough. He doesn't do the burrowing thing or the angry fireballs, but he does do crazy charge attacks. And this Ewok thing was the cutest. Yeah, that was me taking a screenshot, so I was like, oh my god, like I need this thing. So I managed to get a hold of that person later on, and we were having fun together, and just taking like screenshots and dancing. But that's another story. The way you move around this level is that there are a bunch of different platforms that you can use to literally fly through the air to land on a different island. And it's really important that you keep moving, because you never know where these events are going to trigger. Like here, so the giant green thing just show up, that's another boss fight. We're right there. So again, it's really important to talk in general chat so you can let everyone know, unless you feel confident enough that you can kill this by yourself. I mean, the boss is only level 20, it's not that bad, because it's technically a code duel, but he's not as strong as the other one. So when it goes to a changeover, usually they're a bit stronger. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this dragon guy. It's the same dragon again, it's just he's easier. You can tell because his coloring is different as well. Like he's not the blue and white one, he looks like he probably should be. No wait, this one is a harder one I think, unless... I don't even remember. I think he has the, yeah, he's got the mutation on his eye, which means he's actually a stronger version of the blue one that we just fought. As you can tell from his, like, 200 damage, feeling like I'm going to punch you in the face. So, we have a lot of events going on at this particular spot. You can see on the map, in the top right corner. Angry green thing is the dragon, and there are also the blue things. And so those are things that you need to also attack, and hopefully people go in a group together to do this. That's what makes it a little more challenging. And then we also have the wonderful turret guns. Turret guns are just good for everyone, because they do a lot of damage until you overload them and blow them up like I did. I don't actually know how to do them because I don't read Japanese, so I'm not very good with this game overall. But it's just so much fun, and I mean, the music for this event was so great. I think that's my favorite thing about all these events, is how they actually just change the game just for this. Like, it's not permanent, it's just for a little while, but it made my day when I heard the song for when you had to go rescue the Cake Sisters for the Valentine's Day event, and I don't remember them having a White Day event for Phantasy Star Online, and I think I would have noticed. I hope I would have, unless I just wasn't paying attention and it was like the one in episode 2 where you're on the beach and everything. I actually logged on Phantasy Star Online the other day just to see, like, me and my friend talking about it, because I'm trying to get a bunch of my friends in on playing this game because it's just so much fun, and hopefully the more people get into it, the better chance we'll have of an actual English release happening. But anyway, so I put my PSO in my Wii the other day with all my characters, so I found my character. She's only level 94. I was like 13 when I was playing the first Phantasy Star Online on my GameCube on dial-up. It was wonderful. But I did have like all the great weapons because I did go through it on very hard with my friends back then. So I had like the Black King Monkey Bar. I had like the giant sword that did crazy damage to dark people, dark monsters, because they had all the different elements. So I don't think they had like elemental weapons, but your weapon would be strong, so you'd either have it strong against monsters, so like in the forest, or you could have it strong against the things in the cave, or you could have it strong against the enemies in the mines, or you'd have it strong against all the dark creatures in the ruins, which includes Dark Falls, because he does count as a dark monster. So I decided to run through it, and I realized, I don't know... Yeah, see, we didn't do that one event because everyone was so busy with the Angry Dragons, and now this area is completely toxic. So, just gonna run away from that, because it's just bad times in general. There's not really much you can do. And so you have to kind of keep on the move, you can't just stay focused on the one thing. The dragon did take absolutely forever to kill. So, this is... I think I was going to try and see if I could get to the other island, because there's one part I was never able to do in this event on hard, because it just completely kicked my ass across the floor. So this time my team was actually kind of following me, because I guess I was running face first into pretty much like every emergency quest. So I think they eventually came over, because I really wanted to go see, because in every special event there's the main zone, the main floor, which is this. And then there's... Did I just do? No, this is something else. There's another floor that you can go to, the second level. And in that one, that's where you actually met the Cake Sisters. That's where you could buy their cakes. I was like, oh, well, I wonder what there is here, because there's totally an extra area. It's just kind of hard to find. Or hard to convince people to go there with you, which is my net backstory, basically. But yeah, so Phantasy Star Online. I went through, and I logged on, and I don't know if it's because I haven't played it in so long, or because I was doing it offline and I was mostly playing it online, but I had to go through the ruins on normal to fight Dark Falls before I could do it on hard, so I could see like the complete ending. And even at my level, like 94, I mean I one-shot everything, but it still takes a solid chunk of time to go through that, because there's just so many enemies and you can't get through the rooms with the door going open until you kill everything. So it just took me forever to actually get around to doing it, which wasn't that big of a deal, but still, you know, it took me a while, and I got really disappointed because there was an extra stage to the boss fight, like whenever you go to a hard difficulty, so I didn't get to see Rico or anything like that, although it was awesome reading all of her messages again. I'm probably going to go through and play the entire journey with my friend sometime next week, because she has a memory card so she can make her own character and everything. I'm not probably going to play my main. I might just and use like a crappy weapon, like one of the holiday ones that was awful but so much fun that why would you use it? My favorite one of all time was the Walk of Akiko's shop, because it always made like the bonk clunk noise. Yeah, walks are friggin' awesome. I think what else was there? There was some, like, I think you would throw flowers. I have to go check and see what everything was. But yeah, I mean, that game was so much fun. And I noticed a lot of people were really unsure about this version, like, they feel it's super different from the original, but honestly, when you're playing it, it feels almost exactly the same. I mean, this guy is such a pain in the butt. Sorry. Yeah, so the original one, you have on the GameCube at least, you had B was whatever you wanted, A was your regular attack, and I had X was my charge-up attack. And if I held R, I had 3 extra buttons. So I was like, oh my god, I have 6 things that I could do. It was great. So I had I had the resurrection item available. I get distracted by fluffy things. That's exactly what it was, just chasing him around for absolutely no reason. I had no idea where I was going, and when people started following me, so I just thought it was too cute. So I really wanted to try and get a screenshot, but he just kept running. And so, yeah, see? Nice. And then it reminded me, I'm pretty sure, that I wanted to go through the secret area. See, there it is up there. So my team appeared to be following me, so it's like, oh man, this is fantastic, we can actually go through here. Yeah, but the combat, it looks different because I guess you're on a PC, but I mean, you're using your mouse for the majority of your combat, so left click is one thing, right click is like your charge ability, and then it just made it easier to actually switch weapons, because instead of having to go into the menu, go into your equipment, equip an item, and worry about losing it, because if you DC'd or got kicked off the internet while you were in the middle of something in PSO, you had a chance to lose everything that wasn't equipped to you, including like all your Masetta and all of your items. So most people went for like one thing at a time, so we'd go clear the forest, and we'd all go back, and then we'd switch weapons, and then go into into the caves, clear all that, and then you go back up to the front, and then you just keep switching weapons because you don't want to take the risk of losing your awesome weapons. I mean, it's a tragedy to lose amazing weapons like that. Yeah, so this is the second area. It's not really anything super fantastic. Like, there's no vendor or anything that I could find anyway during the time I was running around, but it was kind of cool because it gave you access to more events to kill things, so I'm not sure if they actually helped in terms of the team. I think they did. Just a minute here. I'm actually just kind of curious, I wasn't really paying attention to it at all when I was doing it. I just got really excited that I was actually able to fight these things. Let's do 2 more to kill really quickly. Code avoid. Yeah, see, these are annoying. This one especially, because this guy hones in on you, and he'll just like follow you around. Just be a complete utter jerk. See, and then it's like, oh look, my character failed. They call you out. So we're at 235. Yeah, so clearing these actually does help finish off the event for your team, which is great. I don't know why people refused to do it earlier, but it worked so much faster. Like, you can see now we only have, what, 44? No. Yes, 44 left to do in 7 minutes, and that's nothing. Like, especially because every single platform is going to be monsters. Every single one. It's going to be an event. Because what else is it? What else would you call it if it's just suddenly like goes down and it's like, ah, hey look, oh, now you have to go fight things to get out. It was wonderful. So, on my bar you can see that I have my fireball, and then I have my lightning, my heal. It's always number 3 because I just find it the easiest key to hit on my keyboard ever. When I played World of Warcraft and as a healer, my main heal was always number 3. 4 is my AoE fireball spell, which I also had in PSO. And then 5 is just another lightning one because I've been spending a lot of time with mine, so it's always a good thing to have. And then the stuff on the right, I don't really use that often. I do have a Razor Naga, so I tend to use my Naga for those vines just because I can't really reach past 6. But the combat, it honestly feels exactly the same. I mean, it's more fluid. My character isn't so awkward where every time if I start to get hit, I won't follow through with my motion. I noticed that was a huge problem in PSO. I mean, nothing could actually hurt me while it was hitting me, but it also meant I couldn't attack anything else either. I had a bunch of Dark Hunters that were attacking me, and they leap, and they dodge your attack because they actually absorb the damage, and then they attack you back with the extra force. And none of that hit me, but I couldn't do anything about it. Like, I actually had to run away from them so I could go through the motion of physically attacking. They seem to have fixed that problem in PSO too, which is great. It makes me so happy because I feel like actually attacking. I mean, I get punched. You saw me getting flung, like, way the heck away from the boss because I got in the way and I did something wrong. You can block in this game as well. That's what the key in the middle, what the bar in the middle is. I don't tend to block very often because I just tend to charge in and do what I want regardless of the consequences, which isn't always the best thing to do in this game. But I'm a fighter, so I was like, you know what? I can handle it. It'll be good. For them boss fights though, I do switch to my knuckles, which are great because they're actually boxing gloves. So they actually allow me to dodge and weave the enemy's attacks, so that way I don't have to block, and if I duck under their attack, their momentum actually carries them forward and they fall onto the ground. It's amazing! I love it so much. So, yeah, anyway, the level is pretty much done. We can see that we got 314 out of 314, so no more monsters will really start spawning at this point. I was just kind of curious to see if there was anything else in the area. I didn't really see anything, like there are a bunch of these little jumpy things and they just kind of move you around the area a bit more. But overall the area seemed to be pretty much the same all around. If you look down you can see that's where the caves are, down there. There was one cave level where you actually, as you're going towards the boss fight, to fight the dragon, you could actually see these islands up here, which was super neat. It was kind of, you couldn't see that before this event launched. You could only see it afterwards. So that actually made me really, really happy that they added some extra stuff in. That's pretty much everything that there is to this event, now that it's over. I didn't see a blue Rappy in this one, but I did in the hard version I did, so that was exciting. Of course, I didn't actually get any items to drop, so I ended up buying just one of the blue Rappy fans, that way I could actually have one. So I wanted it, it's cute, it's a blue Rappy, and you throw its feathers and it makes noises, and you can cast magic with it. You can do magic combos, it's great, fantastic. So that's the general gist of the PSO 2 White Day event. I will be posting another one that I did on hard at another point in time, once I get all the footage together. Then that's everything, so have a great day. I hope you enjoyed my video and my rambling. If you didn't, I'd be more than happy to just post a video of the entire combat that was happening, just because that way it wouldn't be like, oh my god, I can't pay attention to what's going on, this girl is just talking the whole time. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll start playing PSO2. Again, I am playing on Ship 2, if you need to find me. If you want to just chat and hang out, you can tell what my character name is. I didn't hide it, and it's right there in the bottom left corner, so just give me a shout. Alright, have a good one.